Hi guys, in this lecture you will be learning the runtime exception. So first of all, what is the runtime exception? In the runtime exception, it is not forced to user to handle the exception. Like in the file reading, we must need to write the try and catch block to handle the exception. That is the checked exception, and that now we are gonna learn the unchecked exception, that is the run exception. It cannot force the user to handle the exception. Here, if we divide any variable, here I'm gonna create a variable num and divide 9 by 0, so it create the runtime exception. Here you can see that it is arithmetic exception and it cannot it cannot create any error, it cannot force the user to put the try and catch. And there is also another type of a runtime exception is the if we try to access the invalid index of the array. Here I'm going to create an array whose name is num, and here is I'm gonna 238. So this array contains the three elements. It index start from 0 to 2, and now I'm gonna access the third index. So here I'm gonna print it out, sys out, and write num, and here is fourth index. And here you can see that array index out of bound exception is present. So this is called the runtime exception. These are the small exceptions you see every day. There is another type of exception is that if you try to get the length of an array which have 0 elements, so it gives an exception. So how to handle these exceptions? You can put the try and catch, so it can print the exception. Here try, and here is the catch. So here you can write this name, array out of index. Here I'm gonna paste it. This is the exception, and you can print this exception here. Here is sys out, and you can print the exception. So this is the way we can handle the exceptions. So it can print the exception, that is the fourth index is an exception. In the next lecture I'm going to discuss how to serialize the object. So what is the serialization? You can read and write the object in the file in the form of bytes. So let's see in the next lecture. Thank you for watching this video.